The casting for the 1971 film Little Murders was a careful process. Each actor was selected to bring life to the unique characters in this dark comedy. Elliott Gould, who played the lead role of Alfred Chamberlain, was already known for his work in MASH, and was chosen for his ability to blend humor with a sense of sadness. Marcia, who portrayed Patsy Newquist, brought a bright energy to her screen test that matched the character's optimistic outlook. The chemistry between Gould and Rod was clear from the start, making their pairing a natural choice. Director Arkin saw potential in Vincent Gardenia for the role of Mr. Newquist due to his strong stage presence and ability to convey deep emotion. The role of Mistress Newquist went to Elizabeth Wilson, whose audition showed her skill at playing complex motherly figures. Each actor's audition and chemistry test played a significant role in shaping the film's dynamic cast. The team looked for actors who could handle the script's sharp wit and the emotional depth of their characters. The casting choices were pivotal in creating the memorable and engaging family dynamic scene in the film. In the 1971 film Little Murders, the director Arkin brought the story to life by focusing on dark humor and absurdity. His approach was to highlight the chaotic nature of society through exaggerated characters and situations. He drew inspiration from the play by Jules Feiffer and the social unrest of the 1960s. Arkin's style was to use satire to reflect on real issues, making the audience laugh but also think deeply. He worked closely with the actors, encouraging them to explore their roles and bring their own ideas to the set. This collaboration resulted in a unique blend of comedy and drama that made the film stand out. The director's vision was to create a film that was both entertaining and thought-provoking, using humor as a tool to comment on the darker aspects of life. Little Murders is a dark comedy film from 1971 directed by Arkin. It tells the story of a photographer and his love interest in a city filled with random acts of violence. The movie mixes humor with a serious look at society and relationships. One fact that stands out is that the film was originally a play, and it didn't do well until it was restaged by Arkin himself. Another is that its screenplay was written by cartoonist Jules Feiffer, which explains the sharp comic edge to its dialogue. As for personal impact, this movie shows how humor can be found even in grim situations, reminding us to look for light in the dark times. Now we're curious about your connection to Little Murders. What's your most memorable experience with this movie? Share your stories in the comments. We'd love to hear them. The 1971 film Little Murders was a dark comedy directed by Arkin. Set design played a crucial role in reflecting the film's theme of urban decay and chaos. Filming took place in New York City, capturing the gritty atmosphere of the time. The production faced challenges such as shooting in busy city locations, requiring careful coordination and timing. Innovative techniques included the use of handheld cameras for dynamic shots and natural lighting to enhance the film's raw and realistic look. These methods helped create a strong sense of place and mood, contributing to the film's unique style and feel. Little Murders presents a darkly humorous look at New York City in the early 1970s, capturing the essence of a city in turmoil through its unique characters and their experiences. The film, penned by Jules Feiffer, showcases a diverse cast of talented actors who bring to life the story's grim yet comedic narrative. It reflects on the challenges faced by residents during a time when the city was grappling with financial and social chaos, yet still striving for normalcy amidst it all. The movie's portrayal of New York is not just a backdrop, but a character in itself, depicting a time before the city's transformation into the commercial hub it is today. It was a period marked by young and old families trying to make a life in a city that was far from the gentrified neighborhoods we see now. The film touches on the concept of little deaths, a metaphor for the daily struggles and emotional toll that life can exact. Sutherland's character, Reverend Dupas, delivers a memorable performance with a wedding sermon that is both humorous and poignant, reflecting the changing social landscape of the time. Elliott Gould's portrayal of Alfred Chamberlain, a man who claims to be a nihilist but is perhaps more emotionally detached as a defense mechanism, is a standout. His interactions with Marcia's character Patsy, who is determined to awaken him to the full spectrum of human emotion, are particularly compelling. The film's humor is subtle yet impactful, with characters like Lou Jacobi delivering monologues that, while humorous, also convey the hardships faced by immigrants in the early 20th century. These stories, though they change with each retelling, underscore the resilience and determination of those who came to New York seeking a better life. In essence, Little Murders is a film that invites viewers to look beyond the surface and engage with the underlying emotions and realities of its characters. It's a reflection of a city and its people enduring and adapting in the face of adversity, and it remains a poignant commentary on the human condition. The film Little Murders, released in 1971, features a score and soundtrack that deeply reflect the movie's dark comedy and satirical tone. The music plays a key role in highlighting the absurdity and chaos within the story. The composer, who worked closely with the director, crafted melodies that both contrast and complement the film's mood swings from lighthearted to tense. The musicians brought these compositions to life, adding layers of emotion to the narrative. Their skillful playing helped to guide the audience through the film's journey, underscoring the dramatic shifts and supporting the characters' development. The creative process was a collaborative effort that aimed to enhance the storytelling through sound. In a notable shift from stage to screen, Elliott Gould carried over his role from the short-lived Broadway show to the film adaptation. The original play saw a brief run in New York, with Gould as the lead. The cast was a gathering of talents, including Barbara Cook, Haywood Hale Brown, Ruth White, and David Steinberg, each portraying members of Patsy Newquist's family. Interestingly, the characters of Alfred's parents, who were absent from the play, did not make it to the stage. Gould's previous collaboration with Donald Sutherland in the film MASH, released a year before, marked another significant point in his career. For German audiences, the film was introduced under the title Klein Murder, directly translating to the English title. The 1971 film Little Murders, directed by Arkin, is known for its dark humor and social commentary. The movie's scenes are crafted to reflect the absurdity of urban life and the sense of disconnect in relationships. One notable scene involves the character Patsy and her optimistic view of the world, which sharply contrasts with the chaotic and indifferent city around her. The performance by Elliott Gould as Alfred captures the essence of a man overwhelmed by the violence and unpredictability of his environment. The cinematography uses close-ups and long shots to emphasize the isolation of the characters. This approach leaves a strong impression on the audience, highlighting the film's message about the struggle to find personal meaning in a senseless world. The filmmakers and actors aimed to create a work that was both a satire and a reflection of the times, which they achieved through a blend of sharp dialogue, compelling performances, and thoughtful direction. The impact of these scenes is a lasting sense of unease and contemplation about the nature of society and our place within it. In the world of theater and film, relationships and careers can take unexpected turns. Jules Feiffer, after facing initial disappointment with his play, found success through his screenplay Carnal Knowledge, directed by his once-estranged friend Mike Nichols. This turn of events came after a 2-year silence between them. In another twist of fate, actors John Randolph and Doris Roberts, who shared the screen in this film, reunited years later as in-laws in the holiday comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Meanwhile, Arkin, known for his acting skills, experienced a significant gap between Oscar nominations, with a 38-year wait from his nomination for The Heart is a Lonely Hunter until his next for Little Miss Sunshine. These stories highlight the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry, where past collaborations can lead to future opportunities and recognition can come at any stage in an actor's career. The 1971 film Little Murders by Jules Feiffer played a significant role in how people saw the world around them. It showed a dark, yet humorous view of society that made people think about violence and family relationships in a new way. The movie made fun of common ideas about love, marriage, and success, and it did this by showing extreme situations and characters. This approach made audiences look at serious issues like war, city life, and personal connections with a fresh perspective. The film also opened up conversations about how society deals with problems and the role of individuals in making changes. It was a bold movie for its time and got people talking about important topics in a different light. In a unique crossover of talent, several actors known for their roles in the television series All in the Family took on characters in this film. Notable among them were Vincent Gardenia, Marcia, Elizabeth Wilson, John Korkes, and John Randolph, who all brought their distinct acting skills to the big screen. Unlike the original stage version, which was set in a single location, the film adaptation expanded its setting beyond the confines of Patsy's apartment, offering a broader view of the narrative's world. The driving force behind the creation of Jules Feiffer's original play was a deep sense of disillusionment with societal structures, a sentiment that grew from the chaos and confusion that followed the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This event marked a significant shift in Feiffer's perspective, influencing the themes of his work. The 1971 film Little Murders received mixed reviews upon release. Critics praised its dark humor and sharp social commentary. Audiences found it bold and thought-provoking. It did not win major awards, but earned a Writers Guild of America nomination for Best Comedy written directly for the screen. The recognition highlighted the strong writing behind the film. For those involved, such as director Alan Arkin and writer Jules Feiffer, the critical response affirmed their creative choices and brought attention to their work in cinema. The film has since gained a following for its unique take on societal issues. In a twist of fate, the task of penning the film fell into the hands of Jules Feiffer, the playwright behind the original stage work. This came after David Newman and Robert Benton, initially eyed for the job with hopes of John Luke Goddard directing, stepped away following a meeting that made clear Goddard's disinterest in helming a conventional American movie. Marking a significant career milestone, Alan Arkin took on the role of director for the first time with this film. The movie's humor was recognized by the American Film Institute, earning it a spot among the nominees for the Top 100 Funniest American Movies list in the year 2000. During the filming of Little Murders, the cast and crew faced unique challenges. The director, Alan Arkin, had to navigate the transition from stage to screen, ensuring the dark humor translated well. The actors, including Elliott Gould and Marcia, often improvised, adding a layer of spontaneity to their performances. Filming in New York City brought its own set of hurdles, with the bustling city life often interrupting shoots. Despite these obstacles, the team's dedication led to the creation of a film that still resonates with audiences today for its sharp wit and social commentary. In the landscape of cinema, it's not just the story that leaves a lasting impression, but also the people who bring characters to life. The film in discussion boasts a cast with notable accolades, featuring Alan Arkin, an Oscar winner, alongside nominees Vincent Gardenia and Elliott Gould. Their performances contribute to the film's memorable nature, as highlighted by Jean Renoir's personal letter to Arkin praising the film's unforgettable quality. Interestingly, Gould had initially envisioned Jane Fonda for the role of Patsy, a choice that speaks to the caliber of talent associated with this project. However, his encounter with Fonda was marked by a silence born of intimidation, a human moment that contrasts with the larger-than-life personas often seen on screen. The 1971 film Little Murders by Jules Feiffer and directed by Alan Arkin stands out for its dark humor and critical look at society. It was not a big hit when released, but gained a following for its sharp take on the chaos of the time. The film's style, an approach to social commentary, influenced directors to explore similar themes in a darkly comedic way. It paved the way for films that blend comedy with social criticism, allowing for a unique way to discuss serious topics. Little Murders inspired filmmakers to use satire to reflect on society, a method still popular in films today. This movie is a clear example of how a film can start small, but grow in appreciation over time, affecting how stories are told in cinema. Elliott Gould saw potential in a play that didn't last long on Broadway, acquiring its film rights for his own use. Despite attempts to get John Luke Goddard to direct, he declined, famously stating his disinterest with a quote that highlighted his absence of children, contrary to what he claimed. The play's journey wasn't over, though. After a brief Broadway stint, it found success in London, and later off-Broadway, where it resonated with audiences, leading to a significant run of 400 performances. Alan Arkin's talent has been recognized in the film industry through his roles in several Oscar-nominated movies. Notably, his performances earned him nominations for each film, and he secured the Best Supporting Actor award for his role in Little Miss Sunshine. His experience with directing plays, including the off-Broadway production in 1969, made him a fitting choice to direct the film adaptation. This transition from stage to screen also included Vincent Gardenia, John Korkes, and Elizabeth Wilson, who all contributed to the success of the original play and brought their expertise to the film. In the face of adversity and chaos, the film reveals the dark side of a society that seems to have lost its way. One particularly striking fact about this film is that it was initially a commercial failure, which led to its withdrawal from theaters shortly after release. Despite its initial reception, the film has since gained a following for its unflinching portrayal of societal breakdown and the resilience of individuals in the face of such turmoil. It serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between normality and the absurdity that can emerge from unexpected quarters. If you have watched the 1971 film Little Murders, we invite you to share how this movie touched your life or changed the way you see films. Your stories and memories are valuable, and we would love to hear them. Did this film make you laugh, think differently, or see the world in a new light? Let us know. Your input helps us all connect through cinema. Please like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on movies that make us think, feel, and remember. Your participation makes our community stronger. Thank you for joining our journey through film history. Share your story today.